So I grew up obviously in like a upper middle class family. My father was a graphic designer, a package designer, and my mom, was mostly a stay-at-home mom until later on when I was a teenager. And my husband's family the same. My mother-in-law was a homemaker, and my husband's father was in the dress business. I mean, nice living, but my husband went into finance and basically spent 15 years of his life. I never even really saw him. He traveled so much, slogging it, like really working hard on as an investment banker, and yeah, putting food on our table. I mean, it was, and the market was like this, and he really worked tremendous hours. And I remember, I worked obviously in PR, and I was earning a really lovely living, and I was also playing in bands, and so we were always working, and the work ethos has always been like, I don't know if it's like a North American thing, but like, we would always like to be the first ones there. Early bird catches the worm. I never liked to miss out on anything. I would always go in before cell phones or emails. I mean, like, always be there early at the office to clear out my desk and like organize things and make sure that I never clocked off unless everything was, I wanted to prove that I could be the best at whatever I was trying to be the best at. And I was always a hard worker, and my husband the same. And then when we got the offer to move to London, he was, ultimately he decided to start his own firm, which was a huge risk, because that could have gone any direction. And you never know what is happening in the markets, and then and politically what's happening in the world, which could change at any given moment. And so you have to work with all those factors involved. And then, of course, we just kept having more children, and like I stopped working in PR to look after the kids. And so like it was one of these things where over the course of 25-year marriage, and even when I went back to work to launch my career in the music industry, that my kids, I think, over the years have watched us as parents work so hard for everything that we've done and achieved. And I believe, and I think I could see it now that they're older, that they have that sort of ethos, that things don't just come to you. It's very important for our children to realize this, that where we came from, and that things are just not handed to you. I mean, we work for this, and they recognize that we have a nice life, but my kid will go, and he'd intern this summer at a restaurant. He was a waiter. He worked there as a waiter. I want my kids to understand the importance of work. And, I think it just makes a stronger person, in general. And when they grow up and they have their own children, to be able to teach those messages to them as well. And as far as my daughter's concerned, when she sees her mommy working and balancing it all, and that it can be done. And I mean, I have my own methods on how I manage things, obviously. I have, like I mentioned before, with text messages and with, and watching my kids on Instagram and being able to Skype them and speak to them at wherever I am in the world is brilliant. And I think that these messages are very important, so that they understand that when they even have their own children, especially daughters, that they should be able to have a career and manage it. It should be able to be done.